they're not recession proof, but you don't feel the recession as hard in this area as you might in middle America, because it's the seat of the government, and you have some things that just have to keep moving. So that being said, people are still coming here.
That's right.
People are coming here. And we have transit oriented development. We talk about that a lot. We have the Purple Line that's coming, and Prince George's County has, I believe, 9 metro stops, and we're looking at doing development around these metro stops. We have the Kaiser Permanente headquarters that's right there at New Carrollton, just really about a mile from where we are right now. So multifamily is still really big. And when they talk about multifamily, they're talking about, apartment units and then kind of some type of retail or some mixed use type of thing that's involved in that project. So it could be recreation, could be restaurant, could be retail type of outlet. So that is still the hot trend that you see really nationwide.
So I'm here with Adina Gittens-Smith, and she is a commercial realtor with CBRE, and today our topic is finding the right space for your business. So say you're working with a startup company, right? They've got this great idea, they've had this vision, they want to open a nail salon or hair salon. What are some of those things that need to be in place for them to start looking for a space?
Well, what I love about startups is the energy, and the dream and the dreamer. So again, I liken it to a baby, because that's what it is. You have a baby being born, which is this new business. And so what's important is to have cash reserves, because oftentimes it's much more expensive than you think it would be. You need money for your, first month's rent. And then depending on your credit history, the landlord may require additional deposit because you don't have a track record. And so oftentimes you need more money than you would if you were an established business. So startup, more money is always better. And it doesn't always have to be in the form of cash. It could be in, bank loan and bank letter and things like that. But you want to have some liquidity, and access to capital. Okay. And also, even though it is your baby, again, listening to those who've walked this path before is really important, because we want to help you get there in the ways that's going to save you money and the ways that are going to actually get you there, to bring it all the way to fruition. Yeah.
Thank you for that. I'm curious. I would love to hear about your journey in commercial real estate and what actually got you to take that path. Can you talk a little bit about your story?
I love, we love talking about ourselves.
Would love to hear about that.
Sure. My daddy was a real estate agent back in the 70s. He worked for Century 21. He had the yellow jacket. So people actually wore the yellow jacket. I was a little kid who went with him on tours and on sales calls and things like that. And even as a child, I always loved real estate. I had an early introduction to sales, but I also had an affinity for buildings and real estate and things like that. Once I really came to understand how the land or the space tied to whether a program or an opportunity or a family had stability, it even had more of a connection for me. So just understanding that the land is a piece, the space is a piece for stabilizing a community, stabilizing a family, stabilizing a nation. It's important what we do with our land, what we do with our space. And so that's what drove me to real estate. And so when I got into real estate, I always wanted to do commercial, but I didn't know anyone. And commercial real estate is very much a closed kind of circle. Okay. And so we've been opening it up a little bit because I'm in here now, guys.
That's right.
And so when you open it up, then you open it and you bring more in to, let folks know it's not mysterious. It's, we're by we, I mean Black women in this instance. We're Black women. We're less than 1% of the brokers in this side of the industry.
Wow.
But it doesn't make sense because we're in real estate.
That's right.
But if you want to do commercial real estate, you just have to come on and walk on a different side. So come on, Monica. Come on, walk with me, Monica.
Walk on water.
Let's walk on this water, baby.
All right. No, I love it. I just truly admire what you're doing, and
you.
you've been just a trailblazer.
No, thank you, Monica.
So much respect for you. When you talk about land development, would you say there's still opportunities
Absolutely.
in terms of developing land?
Yes, absolutely. Now, DC, because we're in the Washington DC.
Right.
Our listeners know that Washington DC metropolitan area. DC is really at the pinnacle. Okay, so DC is high hill. Okay, Montgomery County, which is immediately adjacent to the district, is again pretty much bought and sold out. There's opportunity there. There's just a lot of competition there, and land in DC is really at a premium, so you're going to pay premium prices. So right now, Prince George's County, we border the city on the other side, if you look at the square. And there's still opportunity in Prince George's County. There is still space in Prince George's County, and we have a lot of development projects that are coming online that will in turn make our costs go up. And so if you're interested in the Washington, D.C. market, Prince George's County is probably where you want to get in right now. Once the hospital comes online, we already have MGM that's been up and going for a couple years. Has it been 3 years now?
I believe so.
I think so. Remember, it's $1 billion project, National Harbor and all of those things. So Prince George's County has been on the rise for quite some time. And, that's where in this region there's a lot of opportunity. Of course, we have space in Baltimore too. There are things that we can do there, so it just depends on what you want to do. Yes, there are land development opportunities.
That's awesome to hear. In reference to trends, or what's the next wave in terms of commercial real estate?
Well, you see a lot of multifamily development, because we have so many people coming to this area. One thing about being in the Washington, D.C. area, and you hear buzz about recession and things like that, and don't take what I'm saying the wrong way, guys. We're not recession proof, but you don't feel the recession as hard in this area as you might in middle America, because it's the seat of the government, and you have some things that just have to keep moving. So that being said, people are still coming here.
That's right.
People are coming here. And we have transit oriented development. We talk about that a lot. We have the Purple Line that's coming, and Prince George's County has, I believe, 9 metro stops, and we're looking at doing development around these metro stops. We have the Kaiser Permanente headquarters that's right there at New Carrollton, just really about a mile from where we are right now. So multifamily is still really big. And when they talk about multifamily, they're talking about, apartment units and then kind of some type of retail or some mixed use type of thing that's involved in that project. So it could be recreation, could be restaurant, could be retail type of outlet. So that is still the hot trend that you see really nationwide and here as well.
That's interesting. So for, let's say, an investment group. So do you see more of that now, where people are kind of pulling their assets together to go in on these big projects?
You do see that. Because it takes a lot of money to get these projects done. And so if a smaller group wants to get in, they oftentimes need to connect with other smaller groups to make a medium-sized group, and then they have the capital to do something. There are a lot of different avenues for getting things done, government dollars, LIHTC dollars, federal dollars, different things like that. Of course, you have the opportunity zones, and so you need different things to meet these requirements, and it might be more than just one group that allows you to pull from all those different buckets.
Right. You just said a buzzword, opportunity zone. I think people kind of have a mixed review of what that really is. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Now, I'm not an opportunity zone expert, guys.
Right.
Okay, so I'll share what I know about opportunity zones, but I know we do have a few in Prince George's County. Okay, and basically this came out of the last tax bill. And it offers different incentives for buying properties in places that were underutilized. So similar to hub zones of the past, this is my way of understanding it. It's like the updated version of the hub zones, but the benefit can be farther reaching because you're owning the property. So that being said, come on, call us, buy some stuff. Let's do it.
Today.
I love the name, right? Opportunity.
That's
Who doesn't want something in the opportunity zone?
Awesome. Well, I definitely want to kind of give you some time. If there's anything that you wanted to share specifically for our viewers in terms of commercial real estate in general. I know that we're here in the DC, Maryland area, but even outside of the area, just can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Thank you, Monica. So listening public, I just want to say thank you for tuning in, number one. If you have an interest in commercial real estate, just know that you have resources available to you. When you utilize a company like CBRE, there are resources that you can leverage that a Fortune 500 company can leverage. Those same resources could be at your beck and call. Okay. One thing that's very important for companies today is being able to be agile in their space. And what that means is you have a lot of companies like Regis and Car Properties that are doing kind of co-working locations and things of that nature. Those spaces tend to be more expensive, but the appeal is that it's already ready and you pop in and then you don't have to have like a 3 to 5 year lease. You have traditional landlords who are opting to have their space be more agile so that they can compete with a group like that. So you don't necessarily have to go into an expensive property like these other co-working spaces. You can work with a traditional landlord and get some of those benefits in what we call these spec suites. But even more flexible than a spec suite. So these are some things we can talk about. Think about what it is you like to do and what it is you like to have, and we'd like to help you get it. So that's me. I'm Adina Gittens-Smith. I'm here in the Washington, D.C. area. But again, CBRE, we have resources and affiliates all over the world. So no matter where you are, we can work with you and help you and get you what you want. Thanks.
And how can our viewers reach you directly?
Oh, I'd love if you reach me directly. So you can call my cell phone. That number's 301-455-7578. You can also send me an email, and my email is my first name dot my last name without the hyphen at cbre.com. So those are the best ways to reach me. I'm sure my information will be attached to this some kind of way. Okay, that'd be great. That'd be great. So reach out, and we're happy to help help your project move forward.
Thank you so much,
Adina. You're welcome.
And I hope they flood your phone.
Flood us, because then I'll have Monica come over and we'll just be
exactly.
We'll just be rocking out the commercial real estate here together. We're matching today, guys.
Can
Look
you
at us.
Feel the royalty in the room?
Yes, I can feel it.
Purple rain.
Yes.
So I definitely want to say thank you again, Adina, for joining us. You were a wealth of information, and I wish you continued success in commercial real estate. And definitely appreciate hearing more about your story and your journey, and we'll definitely be staying connected. So also on that note, again, if you know anyone who is looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate here in the Maryland area, feel free to reach out to me directly. You can reach me at 202-912-0017. If you have questions that you'd like to submit to the show, to Real Talk and Real Estate, you're welcome to email me at askmissrealestate@gmail.com. That's askmsrealestate@gmail.com. Again, this show was really created to educate our listeners so they can feel empowered when it comes to finance and real estate. There's so much opportunity in this field, and what do we know that real estate has been the number one way to build wealth in this country. So we definitely want to be healthy and wealthy out here. So again, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Again, we're on Tuesdays at 3:30. If you like our content, please like and share this video. We definitely wanted to do more to support our community. So again, remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you and me. And thank you so much for watching.